I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
The Fantastic Four was a really great movie. It was more fantastic than the 2000s and the 90s and definitely 2015. So I'm going to tell you guys 4 reasons why it's so fantastic. Let's get into it.
I see a pain, baby, I can feel it, just make 5K off a million. She wants some boat, take a girl.
Getting right into it, Johnny Storm really had his time to shine in this movie. I'm a huge Johnny Storm fan, with him being best friends with Peter Parker in the comic books. I just immediately gravitated towards his character in basically all forms and mediums, so I'm glad to see him again in this movie. Definitely one of Joseph Quinn's breakout roles. I know he was in Stranger Things, but Miss Johnny is very charismatic, very convincing. It seems like he's Vanessa Kirby's brother, you know, in real life, and then it really comes off well in the movie. I think that him pulling up on Galactus twice is actually so badass. Like, not only on his ship, but then as well on Earth. Like, you literally cannot write that character better. Johnny Storm is someone that's fearless. He thinks about protecting his family before he thinks about the cost that it may have to his life, and I think having that for a character like Johnny is really cool to see. We really don't see a lot of heroes make that sacrifice play a lot, but Johnny, every time he needs to, he makes the play. So, dude, shout out him. And him figuring out Shala Ball's language to talk to her is actually so cool. Like, I think a lot of people are looking at it in the case to where they're thinking about Johnny flirting with her, and I definitely think that that's some way that you can look at it. But I think that the holistic point is that he learned her language so that he could hold her accountable. Gave him a doorway into her mind by speaking her language, and then once she was listening, he had stuff to say, you know, being like, you're genociding hella people, bro, and like, you're cool with this? You're cool with this. So I really loved seeing that from Johnny's character. I can't wait to see him more. If the Russo brothers fuck him over, I'm literally gonna pull up on them and be like, what the fuck, guys, what is going on? Then him and Sue's dynamic is just really great. They come off as a brother and sister, and I think that that's really important for this dynamic of Johnny and Sue. You know, like, if anyone else is in the MCU that's a brother and sister duo, I would say Johnny and Sue are the ones that should be the most convincing, without a doubt, and I feel that they are as of right now, so I'm really happy about that. So the second reason the Fantastic Four is so great is because of Walk 'Em Down, Sue Storm. She never ceases to amaze me in media. I mean, I haven't really seen her in a lot of places other than that Fantastic Four animated show from 2006 to 2010, and then in the Fantastic Four movies from the 2000s. I didn't watch the 2015 one, and I really don't plan on it unless I make a YouTube video about it, which I'm not planning on. We literally walked down Galactus right after giving birth. Like, yeah, it was a couple months removed, but like, still, like, walking down Galactus is not a feat that many people in the Marvel universe can do, and the fact that she did, it's just so fire. Like, I think that that's huge for her in the MCU. Her giving birth near a black hole is actually also baller as fuck, because it's like, how do you even think of stuff like that? Like, that is just like, it's really cool storytelling to think about. You know, black holes are supposed to be the end of a lot of things, you know, like they're dying stars, but she just gave life, and not only like life on Earth, but like cosmic life, with Franklin having the power cosmics. I think there's a lot of mirrored understandings that we can get from her giving birth near a black hole. She fostered world peace through the Future Foundation. That shit is like actually baller as fuck. Like, the fact that they did that for her, yeah, bruh, she deserves it, man. The Future Foundation organizing world peace, god damn, sign me up, sign me up. Then her being a driving force / like the glue to the group. I think this is because not only she's in a maternal, but then as well like a sister role, but I think it's most importantly about that she's a leader already in her own right, and I think that the men around her in the Fantastic Four would be led by her rather than leading themselves first. I think the only person that would like lead themselves first potentially is Mr. Fantastic, but he still runs through Sue for everything, and I think that that's really cool to see. I think it's really important to see in the movie how women impact teams that can make world change. So seeing that in a superhero movie, definitely really important. So Galactus, the Silver Surfer, and Franklin Richards. I'm gonna put this all in one point and just say like the power cosmic. That boy Galactus, I really don't have much to say about him other than he's huge. I felt like a little bit of damn, I would never want to come up against this guy when seeing him, and I think that that's the feeling that they wanted to at least go for. Or, I don't know, like he's threatening, definitely threatening, and I think that that's really important for a character like Galactus when he just used to be a really big cloud in the older movies. So that was pretty crazy. Galactus wanting Franklin Richards to end his hunger, I think, is such a cool thing that's put in from the comics, because Franklin Richards does have the power cosmic, but Galactus like name dropping that, showing us how powerful Franklin can be, that he can come to help this person like Galactus out, is like actually crazy. I think it's great for fans that aren't as into the MCU, just so that they can get to understand like how deep this power level goes. The Silver Surfer Shala Ball is goat, bruh. Like she wasn't in the movie enough, truth be told. Like she wasn't in the movie enough, and I wish that we saw more of her. I wish that we saw her on her home world, maybe some scenes like of what her home world was like before Galactus came and what her life was like. I think that really could have been cool. I think that that's also where the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer film fell off, is that they didn't really give us enough time to like spend with the Silver Surfer in that film. I also think that her like in the black hole scene was just like actually phenomenal. Her going through the wormhole is so cool. Like I can't explain to you what that did to my brain, because I've never thought about people having a fight in a wormhole. Maybe I haven't seen enough, things as it relates to sci-fi and superhero media, but I've never seen a wormhole fight before. And the fact that it was between Johnny Storm and the Silver Surfer, yeah, bruh, sign me up. Also, why does Johnny Storm, what's Johnny Storm's connection to the Silver Surfer? If anyone could tell me that, please let me know, because Johnny Storm's been the point of contact for the Silver Surfer in the 2000s movie and the 2025 movie, so that's interesting. And Franklin Richards is like an Omega level mutant. That boy is a problem. That boy is a threat. He's hiding his nature from his parents, and I love that Galactus said that, because it's just like, yeah, bro, like he's low-key one of them ones. Like the only person that's going over him is like the one, or I guess it's two people, maybe three, I guess, if you could count the Celestials as like a mega entity and like count it as one person, and then the Phoenix Force, and then the one above all. Like those are the only people getting off on Franklin Richards in the Marvel universe. So like currently right now, I think in the MCU he could be the strongest, bro. Like even being a baby, like think about it like this: Franklin Richards could have brought back Aunt May if he was there, or Tony Stark. Like, let's think about that, bro. Franklin Richards is literally like him. He's literally him, bro. Last but not least, leave it to Reed Richards to just be locked in and using science in any way, shape, or form possible. I mean, the dude literally figured out teleportation technology to another multiverse or to another universe, and I think that that's really cool that they put that out there, that this Reed is like already at that point. Just tweaking about Galactus' ship, talking about something it would take me at least 10 years to understand. I thought that that was so funny. I think when like Reed gets to that point of like scientific understanding to where he just gets so deep in his head that it like potentially usurps and hurts the relationships that he has with like either the other members of the Fantastic Four, specifically Invisible Woman. Yeah, I think that that's like great, because it's just like, is it the greater good to really help and be out there, or is it the greater good to be like present and involved with your family? And Reed Richards always battles with that, and seeing that from Reed Richards and that like that battle between like the world and the family, and then like his mind being the like battleground for it, I think it's really great. So I look forward to seeing more of Reed Richards and the hardship that he may put himself through by trying to use his mind to save the world, but then it not really being considerate of how his wife and or his friends in the Fantastic Four could feel. If I rated this movie, I would definitely rate it a 9 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10, but I was really satisfied with the movie. I liked it a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You will see me in the next one.